Hello, I remain Sadia Sharon Inspire, and this is the part two of the gist, my August gist. This is the part two of at the end. Let's say this is the final part of what happened afterwards, after our episodes in our trip. So after we came back to my city, everything started as usual. So this time it wasn't seeing my teeth. So I didn't have the courage to leave because I had no other way to go, no other job for me. So for now, while I keep working, I knew I was going to leave eventually, but I was strategizing, planning out my escape, planning out, is it my escape? I'm not escaping from anything. Planning out my next move, the next job. But I just didn't want to leave this job without having another job at hand. So I waited. But what actually triggered me to leave was him now coming back to play a smart one, like a reverse psychology with my brain and with every other person. So prior to that time, prior to um the time we traveled, this was the routine. I think in the morning we just come together and say a word of prayer. Yes, say a word of prayer and start the day. He wasn't anchoring the prayer meetings or prayer morning prayers or anything. But after we came back, after he did all his shenanigans and we came back from that city, guess what? After we came back, he started anchoring all the prayer session, morning prayer session. He would come, do the worship and praise, lead the prayer session, and even turn the prayer to uh, small, small girls. You girls focus on your life. You know, it was not preaching morality, let's put it that way. And I was shocked to my bone marrow. It was not even making the people, the other staff, think, oh, Oga so person traveled. Only God knows what they went there to do. And for God to be doing this kind of prayer, he doesn't do this morality prayer before. For him to be hammering on this kind of morality prayer, that means she must have done something nasty or done something. Thankfully, I was close to one of the ladies there. We connected, so to say. And then, did I tell her or not? But I noticed he was really always harsh with that lady, always harsh with her. She never does anything right in his face. Everything that girl does is rubbish. You'll be scolding her. Oh, you even look ugly. You'll be saying it to her face. You look ugly. You did this. That was after we came back from the trip. So I went to sit down and think about all these things. So in my mind, what came to my mind is maybe he thinks because I'm close to her, I've told her everything that happened in that city, whereas I haven't. I wanted to leave that place first before I tell any person what happened. But I haven't even told her what happened. But he felt I told her. So he was just being wicked and cruel to her and blaming her for everything. Everything that goes wrong, he blames this lady. Everything that goes wrong, he blames her. And I just, I, to be honest, I wasn't there anymore. Psychologically, mentally, I was just there physically. But even with the physically, I was no longer delivering like the way I used to deliver. I wasn't enthusiastic like the way I used to. I wasn't looking forward to coming to work the way I used to in the beginning, the way I used to envisage coming to work, working, do this, even go beyond my job description to make sure I deliver. I was always putting myself on task, always like putting myself on target to do this and that, not for him or not for him, just to kind of stretch me and get me ready for the greater things that were yet to come. And I'm thankful that I did all that. It was a learning curve for me. That place was a place I learned a lot because I hadn't worked in a corporate world before. I have not done anything in that kind of setting before. It was actually an eye opener for me. I saw things, I did things I didn't thought I was able to do. I achieved things I ever going to achieve as someone just living NYSC. Then because my NYC wasn't done in the corporate world or anywhere, I was a teacher, not to do this. This was different from the normal, different from what I knew. So I I learned a lot from there. At least that is the gift I gave to myself, at least. So I wasn't really happy coming to work. I wasn't looking forward to. I was just come to work, do go by the books, just do what I was assigned to do. That was basically it. And everyone saw this in me. They were surprised. But everything went on along the way. But what actually triggered me was him now being psychologically playing with my mind and my head to think that what I did was wrong. He didn't apologize. I think he did. I think he did. I can't remember, but that it doesn't matter if he did or not. He knew what he was doing. He did what he did with his clear mind from his heart. He knew what he did. He wasn't a baby, so I wouldn't give him that excuse. I wouldn't make an excuse for him to say he apologized. Even if he had apologized, even if he comes today to apologize to me, I won't even give him. He won't even try it anyway. So that was how I think after I had so he started playing with my mind psychologically. He started being so harsh on that lady, on my colleague. He started throwing tantrums. Started, but he didn't do that to me. But he was doing it with her, thinking I've told her. That was when I knew it was time to leave. I had no backup. I had nowhere to go. I knew worst case scenario, I would go back to teaching. At least you can get teaching job in weeks. I knew I was going to get a teaching job at least a few weeks of staying at home. So what I did was I collected that month's salary. Yeah. I collected that month's salary. I wrote my resignation and I wrote I didn't even go by the books to say I was giving so notice. Did I? I think I did. I went by the books here. I gave his leaving notice was 2 weeks. Yes. So I gave 2 weeks notice and I left. And guess what this man was doing? After he'll finish doing those prayers and give attitude to the other lady. Every time I close from work, he'll say he'll give me I should wait. You make sure you wait, okay? Wait, I'll give you a lift to the city center where you take a bus to your own house. So he was doing that for me free every day. I didn't budge. I accepted at least for it should save me some money and let him do it. Yes. If he had even said he'll be buying me food morning, afternoon, and night, I'll say yes. If he had said he'll come to my house to mop my floor, to clean my house, I'll say yes because he deserves it. He will work for it. That's his punishment. A sinner runneth when no man pursueth. So he gave me the offer of dropping me off at the city center before I take a bus to my house. I agreed. And I remember he was now getting me food lunch breaks. He likes having corn and pear. As an elderly man, he will buy and buy for myself. He will send someone to go buy and make sure you buy for her. Make sure you buy for her, okay? Me, nobody knew what was going on, but I knew. And that was how I left that job. Yeah. So the point of this whole thing is you don't need to get yourself stained just because you need something. If it's not working, if it's against your moral standard, if it's against what you stand for, if it's against your principle, by all means, fly. Yes, leave. Yes, at least that will be a lesson um, for them not to treat other people the same way they've treated you. Maybe he has been doing it before because he said um, these hotel people know me, the management knows me. I've been coming here for some time. That gave me. And then when I left the company, I knew some things I didn't know. Yes. So that means I got clarification that he was doing it before. This is a story and the chronicles of how I got a job and I lost it within 6 months or even less than 6 months. So watch out for this space. Next time, I'll be bringing you hot gist, hot real life gist. Yes, just to inspire somebody out there. If you're going through the same thing, it's not bad for you to live. And um, keep an eye on this channel to know where I went the next stage of my life, what I got, the job I got the next stage of my life. All right, until next time, I remain Sadia Sharon Inspire and see you next time. Bye.